What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building, peep squad. What's going on? Y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building. We got a whole lot to get into. We got a whole lot to talk about. But please don't forget to like the video, baby. What's up, Kate Williams? How you doing, baby? What is going on with you? But let's get into it. Let's talk about the pregnancies. There's been some pregnancies going on. The girls has been out here giving these babies up, baby, and having healthy babies. Let's get on to the situation. Let's talk about Emily B's daughter, Teyana Williams, with G Herbo. You know what I mean? Like, she just had her daughter. She put it on Instagram. You can see all the A-listers and celebrities are all up in her comment section, wishing her congratulations and everything. They are welcoming their second child that they do have together. As you guys know, G Herbo got kids somewhere else. But in any event, congratulations. And, it seems like it's a healthy baby. She posted that it was a healthy baby. I believe her name is going to be Emily, and her last name is Love, and she's going to have her father's last name, okay? And the baby was 7 pounds, 5 ounces, 9.5 inches. Like, okay, she done had herself a healthy baby. No matter what she was going through, she was doing a damn thing. Okay, congratulations to that situation, Emily. Second time around grandmother, Fab, grandfather and things of that nature. Then we have Shay Johnson. As you guys know, she posted the video to Instagram to let us know that she was going into the delivery room, and basically she was going to have a C-section, I believe. And any event, she done had a healthy baby girl. So we got 2 baby girls out here, running around this earth now. So at any event, Shay's a mother now. She says she is happy to be a part of the mommy's club out here in these streets. I don't know if the father was in a delivery room or whatever the case may be. She might have just filmed this with her mom and then he came in. I don't know. In any event, congratulations, she had a healthy baby. She definitely had a healthy baby girl, and she posted to her Instagram, 6 pounds, 15 ounces. Go ahead, girl. She done had herself a healthy baby, and she is happy to be a part of the mommy's club. And she said it was very emotional, y'all, but she said thank you for the support. And she has her daughter, and any event, she started an Instagram for her daughter's page and things of that nature. So congratulations to Shay. She is in the mommy's club, y'all. Hey, what's up, Kathleen? How you doing? Miracle 82, what's going on? And any event, we know Rihanna, she done welcomed her baby, her first baby. Her baby's already a billionaire out here in these streets. The baby wealth is basically bigger than Kylie Jenner's. Go ahead, Rihanna and ASAP, even though ASAP might be going to court, might be going to jail, who knows, but it's going to be one of them situations where Rihanna's going to come and lay down the law, and he ain't going to do no time. Hopefully, they said they got evidence and everything. But in any event, they got witnesses, they got the victim talking, they got somebody from his crew and his set snitching, or whatever the case may be. He was, bailed out and everything, so he would have to be going to court. And recently, Rihanna, yesterday actually, she was taking a stroll in Hollywood or somewhere in the rich neighborhood where the billionaires live, and she was taking a stroll, and paparazzi came through to catch some photos of her. She had on some baggy clothes. Of course she had on baggy clothes. She's supposed to be out here half naked. Just because she was half naked through her pregnancy don't mean she's gonna be half naked soon. And she actually had her baby last week, actually. So she kept that on the low, and then some people are saying that she had it recently, so it is what it is. Hey Debbie, what's going on? So congratulations to Rihanna. She had a baby boy. I was like, go ahead, it is what it is. She wanted a street dude, she wanted a thug dude, and she got one, and now she's going through all the process, but sometimes you just be falling in love with a mother sucker and don't even be thinking about, he might his past and everything. I can show him the world. I can show him everything. I can show him business, how to make millions upon millions, how to get your video popping, how to do whatever you need to do, baby. But he still might be out there on the streets and have to pull, the steel. And that's exactly what happened. But moving on from that situation, congratulations. Rihanna's going to be all right, because sometimes you stay with your first baby daddy and sometimes you don't. But in any event, let's get on to Flavor. Flavor's out here having children after children. I know. Congratulations to all the parents. So in any event, let's get on to Flavor Flav. He just found out that he got another child. So now Flavor has actually 8 children. And basically this child happened 3 years ago. He was messing around out here in these streets with his manager. So you already know that them fetishes that they be having for the black brothers, they don't care nothing as long as that fetish is content. He has a little bit of proper, a little bit of fame, a little bit of history. He has a little bit of solid foundation where you can possibly make some money off the situation in the future. But in any event, we haven't seen it done yet. But it seems like his new baby mama, she is a manager, and her parents are already on Instagram and already talking to Page 6 and saying that the baby takes directly after his father. He's out here playing drums, he's playing instruments. I mean, he's just a musical genius. This is what the grandparents are already saying. So, this is Jordan. This is the young little baby that has been welcomed to Flav life, and that was his manager in 2017. She was getting it on with Flavor. She wasn't talking about booking in the chicken situation. She was booking them 2 thighs between her legs with Flavor, y'all. And she was like, she came through. And at first Flavor did not believe that he was the father of the baby. So in any event, he was like, we need to get a paternity test, and they end up getting one, and the baby is his. And Flavor says that and no, her parents actually say that Flavor has been setting up payment arrangements, and he's working on paying child support, getting that all put in order, because the DNA test just came through. So he just found out that he was the father. So he denied the baby, he denied her, and he first said, this ain't my kid, I don't know what you're talking about. So they took the DNA test, it's proven that it's his, and now he's taking financial responsibilities. And also he was recently on TMZ with his new son Jordan, playing the drums. So in any event, we already know Flavor of Love kids, were on Growing Up Hip Hop New York, and they really had a tragic story and the tragic things that they went through with Flavor being their father, not being around. But I guess it takes you about 8 times to get it right. But I think child number 7 is in a good position too, because Flavor's in a better position, a better state of mind, and things of that nature. They had to deal with the 80 for the, the 90s for the Flavor of Flav. But in any event, Flav have posted to his Twitter, to say he loved his kids, all 7 of them, and now he has 8. Okay. So the situation is going down. Go ahead, Flavor. And Flavor is 63 years old. So he had this kid when he was 59. Like, Flavor is out here. He ain't shooting blanks. You know what I mean? He ain't shooting blanks out here in these streets. Like at his age, all the things that he has endured and put in his body, this man is still producing seeds. Okay. Like, there's a whole lot going on. But in any event, there's this young boy, this story has gone viral. Young boy, basically going to a school, and he was leaving school. The school, they wear uniforms and things of that nature. And the young boy was getting bullied by kids in school because of his color, because of his race. So basically there's racism and prejudice going on in the school that this young kid goes goes to, just a young kid. Like, Lord have mercy. So he had already had an altercation with the kids in school, and he was trying to get away from them when school had finished, and he was running through the yards, and he ran and he jumped on top of a gate or a fence and basically trying to climb over it, but he ended up cutting one of his fingers. And the poor little boy, had to have surgery, and it's alleged that he may have lost his finger, and the mom is basically contacting the school. You just hope something is done about this situation, because our kids are facing so much. They're facing the things that our grandparents has faced. Like, things have to change, and we really need to be a part of, the protected people. We need some bills out here to protect our people, because we should be a protected culture, a protected race, a protected human beings, because we see, what recently went on in Buffalo, New York, at the supermarket in that neighborhood, and what happened to the young and the older women. Just because they were Black, they're not here anymore. So I think that I know that we should be a part of the protected, race, and there should be some bills, there should be some lobbying, there should be some laws put in place to have us as a protected people, for real, for real. But in any event, this is just so sad that happened to this young boy. Oh my God. I mean, just, whew, Lord. And then his life is going to be forever changed. Not only mentally, but physically as well. So keep his family up in prayer, and let's just love one another and come together, because, we can't have the next generation and the next generation keep continually going through the things that we have gone through, things that our grandparents have gone through, things that, our forefathers and foremothers has went through, because that's just really just crazy, point blank, period. Poor kid. Like, that's really terrifying. But in any event, moving on from that situation, which is just horrifying all the way together, let's move on to Master P. Let's talk about Mr. Master P out here in these streets. So finally, Master P is single, and I don't know if he is mingling, or is he still mingling, with his billionaire, plastic surgeon or anesthetic type of doctor out here in these streets, that she's a billionaire, and allegedly Master P's been dating her. I don't know if he's still dating her, whatever the case may be, but it seems like the situation between Master P and his former wife, everything is all said and done, and Master P asked the court to declare him single. He wanted to be declared single. It's alleged that Master P's former wife, she filed for divorce back in 2013, and then Master P and both of them worked the situation out by 2016. Everything was all up to par, and they had agreements, but they never made it legal. And then Master P recently requested to be single. He wants to be out here in these streets. He want to be declared a free man. So I guess his billionaire is gonna say, is she gonna say I do? So in any event, you guys let me know what you think about this situation. So Master P is out here single, baby. So what y'all think? So him and his wife of so many years have separated, and they had a long, tumultuous, like crazy divorce, but they finally worked it out without the courts working out, the financial situation and everything being out here in the public. So he is single, y'all. Like, this is crazy. So he is single. So we shall see. Who is he gonna pop up with in these streets? And let's talk about Miss Wendy Williams. There's a whole bunch going on with Wendy Williams. Like, Lord have mercy, this woman can't catch a break here or there. It's like, what is going on with Wendy? She don't got her show no more. It's just like everybody around her that had business dealings with her done dropped her. She can't get her money. You know what I mean? She's having health issues and things of that nature. She's out here fighting for her life. And in any event, the court just ruled that Wells Fargo no longer have freezing her accounts, or have frozen her accounts anymore, that they're no longer a part of the court's judgment or the court situation. So therefore, the court has assigned, a financial advisor, a advisor, and also a guardian for Wendy Williams. So if she wants to take any money out or anything of that nature. She has to talk to the guardian that the court is actually putting in place for her. And it's not somebody that she is picking, but it's alleged that this guardian is going to have about 10 to 15 years of experience. And Wendy Williams and her attorney are not happy about this situation, point blank, period, because Wendy wants to be in control of her money. She don't know who this person is. She doesn't understand why she got to go to a court and what she wants to do with her money. She wants it to go back to the way that it was before, when anytime that she wanted to use any of her platinum, diamond, gold cards or anything of that nature, she wanted to transfer, money from here to there. That's what she wants to be able to do. But the court is saying no. And is the court saying no for the right reason, or is Wendy Williams being robbed? But in any event, with the recent court, declaring that, they are going to give Wendy Williams a guardian, she doesn't want that. She doesn't want that. Her accounts are not frozen anymore, but her accounts have been frozen since January of this year. That is a very long time to freeze somebody money where how do you supposed to sustain and live if you can't get the money out of your savings, your checking, and things of that nature? But in any event, there's some things that we have seen with Wendy that makes me believe that maybe she's not all the way coherent in the situation. But Wendy said that she is coherent enough to put her own people in place. She doesn't need the court. And if she should be in charge of her money. There should be somebody that she can trust, somebody that could be, her guardian. But in any event, the court is ruling that, Wendy still doesn't have control of her money, and she still does not have access to her money. So this is crazy, y'all. For real, for real. Hey, Lorraine, what's going on? How you doing? What's popping with you? So, this is just really bad for Wendy. Like, it's like every time you turn around, it's like, okay, now she's going to court to get her accounts unfrozen. Now the courts is taking over her accounts. And so when Wendy wants to spend money or whatever, she may have maybe a huge amount. She has to go through the guardian and then the court. So basically, she got to go to two different things. So I think the court is trying to have a check and balance to make sure the guardian's not doing this or that. But who knows? Who knows who this person is that they're hiring? They could be a criminal, a robber, or thief. They could be a mastermind. It could be a whole mastermind and just to take her money, like just that quick, because they didn't like things that she did or said or whatever. We don't know the underlying issues with the situation. But one thing is for sure, is like it's messed up. It's definitely messed up when you can't touch your money. But then at the same time, it's even more messed up if, she understands. She says she only got $2. You know what I mean? Like, she knows that she been able to spend money and why she ain't able to spend money. So this is crazy. I mean, for real. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, it's like you don't even know, what's going on. And it's just like, why can't she put her son in place? Why can't she put her sister in place? She's a lawyer. Why can't them people be in place? You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Like, she never, like, no, I want you guys to work as hard as Wendy Williams has worked and all the things that she has done in the past, and in the present, before her illness. And you're going to tell her she can't control her money, that you're going to say that somebody outside the court can control her money. There's many people that have mental illness or have, deteriorating and things of that nature that of different complexion and of different race, don't have the courts controlling their situation. They have their family. Britney Spears didn't have the court controlling her money. Her family was. Now, why can't Wendy family be involved? So that's a whole crazy situation, because you don't know who these people are. You don't know if who's getting a cut back, who's getting this, who's getting that, who's gonna help this, and blah blah blah. You have no idea. Like, she don't know who that. Could you imagine? Like, So, like, that's a whole crazy situation. But let's get down to Mr. Bobby Brown. As you guys know, we talked about him last week. Bobby Brown is definitely out here in these streets. He's doing a whole lot of things out here. And Bobby Brown had recently, did an interview with People magazine. And Bobby Brown had let it be known that when he was a young boy, y'all, this is crazy. When he was a young boy and, he was growing up in Boston. Boston is not too far, growing, and Boston back then, you have to be a warrior to survive back then, point blank, period. But in any event, Bobby Brown has let People magazine know with the documentary that he's going to be doing with A&E that when he was a young boy, one of his neighbors had got into some type of trouble, and then the cops came to arrest one of his neighbors. And then Bobby Brown's mother, she jumped into the situation to stop the police from arresting whoever the neighbor was. And that's when Bobby Brown and maybe his brothers and his siblings that were young, or of young age, was put into foster care, put into like a school. And Bobby Brown was particularly put into a Catholic school shelter type of situation. And in any event, Bobby said that there was a priest in there that tried to touch him and did touch him, and then he decided to fight back, and he ended up leaving the children's home that he was in. And Bobby said he kept this secret to himself, and he ain't never told nobody excuse me, that he ain't never told nobody, that this actually happened. So he says this is one of the reasons why he self-medicated for so many years, because there were so many deep, dark demons and things that happened to him as a child. And he said he was just running from his life when he was leaving that shelter, Catholic shelter. And this is the story that he's telling. And I was like, OMG, they got Bobby Brown out here doing everything. Bobby's out here just letting it all hang out. This is a big hurrah with Bobby Brown. We already got Bobby Brown, basically doing the tour for the documentary that's going to actually be on A&E. And he was out here, basically also saying that he went to go visit Whitney Houston's, gravesite and everything. And he said it was the first time he went, and he broke down and he started crying because he's never been to the gravesite because he doesn't like cemeteries. And he went to see his ex-wife and also his daughter, Bobby Christina, and he cried and he brought flowers. And he basically talked to them and said, I'm sorry, this is the first time I'm visiting y'all. And he got the camera crew and everything, and he's crying. I mean, like, they're really doing the thing. And then they're going to be talking about his son, Bobby Brown Jr., that died of the overdose, So, I mean, he has been through a lot, but right now he's out here promoting. He was recently on the Breakfast Club, and, he was talking about Bravo. And when it comes to being Bobby Brown, that show, and basically he did not get along with Andy and Money. It could have been so many different reasons, So in any event, to today, being Bobby Brown is the highest rated show on Bravo's network still to today. Yes, being Bobby Brown was the joint. And then Whitney Houston didn't want to film anymore. You know what I mean? And because certain things was going on, she was feeling a certain type of way. She probably was feeling taken advantage of. And then if they wasn't getting paid correctly, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, they was doing numbers that back then that only networks can wish doing them type of numbers. But in any event, Bobby Brown is letting it all hang out. I mean, he's telling all the stories, he's telling all the deeds. And he basically said Whitney Houston was the love of his life, and now we got his wife, and him out here basically saying, the wife is saying, in the documentary, to just get people going, that Bobby Brown had cold feet. He had cold feet on his wedding day. And, Alicia, Bobby Brown's wife now, and his manager, she came and she talked him out of having cold feet to marry Whitney Houston. You already know she felt a certain type of way when he said Whitney Houston was the love of his life, baby. Okay, because there's a whole lot of questioning going on with Bobby Brown's new wife. I mean, well, she's not his new wife, but she's been around since before he even married Whitney Houston, and they was messing around then, and now they're married and got children. Come on, she was scandalous out here in these streets for the whole time, baby. You gotta watch these snakes. They be all up in your face, all up in your house, giving you your tea, giving you your water. She was probably washing Whitney Houston's feet, probably being all nice, but at the same time was doing plotting, just plotting. You know, this is why celebrities don't be trusting people, because they be out here plotting. She got him now. And she got him out here working. He's out here working. Bobby Brown is working, y'all. He's out here working for real, for real. But in any event, moving on from that situation, let's get to Beyonce and Sean Paul. So you guys, you know that song, Baby Boy, You Stay on My Mind. That was the jam. You know what I mean? But in any event, that's a whole lot going on with this situation, because Sean Paul has been out here talking about the situation, and he's been doing interviews, you know, and he recently changed his story, because one of his stories was that he believes that the reason why he didn't perform at the MTV VMAs in 2003 with, Beyonce is because Jay-Z did not want him nowhere around, did not want him in the picture, did not want him anywhere. And this is when he basically said this to the public. He did an interview with a Jamaican radio host, Wesley Berger, or whatever the case may be. And, he did an interview with him and basically stated that Jay-Z didn't want him around, and they wanted to, protect Beyonce, period, point blank, period, because everybody out here was thinking that Beyonce and Sean Paul has something going on, because this chemistry was so strong, because it was a hot song and she was vibing and he can dance, and reggaeton, reggae, and also dance hall. And 2003, them songs was on the radio, them songs was in the club, baby. You could dance to that and get it on and popping. But in any event, it seems like, things didn't go as they planned, because the rumors out here in these streets were saying that Sean Paul and Beyonce was getting it on. And, Jay-Z and Beyonce wasn't married back then. And, Jay-Z ain't having nobody even think that his soon-to-be wife, his soon-to-be children's mother. And we know Jay-Z got pulled and he stopped things. Ask Chris Brown to tell you how Jay-Z done put him on hold. Recently, we got 50 Cent kind of calling out Jay-Z, because Jay-Z didn't want Eminem or 50 Cent over there at the at the halftime show. Didn't want them at the Super Bowl halftime show at all, point blank, period. But Eminem, Dr. Dre said he ain't gonna do it without this person. But in any event, so that's been going on. Then Sean Paul recently said in an interview that, Beyonce walked up to him and basically was like, come over here, I need to talk to you for a second and for a minute. So they went to go talk, and she said, what are all these rumors about? He goes, what rumors? And he was like, I'm not spreading no rumors. And she said, these rumors are effing up my career right now. They are dogging. And Sean Paul was looking at her like that. These rumors are good for me. Sean Paul said that, yeah, he would have loved to be with Beyonce. He said he was cool with Jay-Z or whatever the case may be. But Beyonce, she was pissed. And then point blank, period, he did not perform Baby Boy at the MTV VMA Awards in 2003 because nobody wanted to see Sean Paul and Beyonce together. That was a part of Beyonce camp, and also her soon-to-be husband Jay-Z. And even if Sean Paul didn't spread the rumors, there were people probably around, makeup artists, dancers, cleaning people, and all this other stuff. People just around that could basically talk to the blog. So in any event, they kept Beyonce away from Sean Paul, point blank, period. But Sean Paul says that he know that Jay-Z did not want him around Beyonce at all, because there was some type of chemistry going on. Oh, Lord have mercy. What y'all think? Jay-Z was just jealous. You have to show chemistry to make a song. Facts. That's all day. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? Oh, I thought Sean Paul interview was, wrong move, Sean, because they blackball. Yeah. But he recently just said, now this interview is from 2000, 2021. But he recently said in a new interview, when he described the conversation that he had with Beyonce, bringing him backstage and basically confronting him about the rumors, that, he believes now that the reason why, he wasn't able to perform with Beyonce, the reason why, there was a lot of performances that he missed out on, it wasn't Jay-Z. It was actually her management. So basically, he's taking it off of Jay-Z. You know what I mean? And Beyonce could have been pissed too. Like, they probably thinking he's spreading these rumors, but it could have been anybody, the makeup artist, the designer, the stage director, product placement, video placement, video director, and anybody could have been saying anything. And it was like, you would think that it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but Beyonce said it was destroying her career to be connected to Sean Paul. Like, Lord have mercy, that song was the bop. What are you talking about? For real, for real. Hey, Happy Days. That song was the bop. I didn't even think it was gonna be like that. But Jay-Z is controlling. Look at him. He was controlling with his other girlfriends, and they all talked about, Jay-Z being controlling, Jay-Z throwing them out, and basically treating them like, like they were nobody. But now that, Jay-Z was with Beyonce, you think he was gonna let anything come in between? He never claimed a woman like the way he claimed Beyonce, and he dated many ladies in the industry. Once he got with Beyonce, it was like, that's mine. And Sean Paul said he was attracted to her too. She was beautiful. He would have loved to, if the rumors were true, but they wasn't true. He said it was good for his career, but it was good for his career. People wanted his listening to his music, being connected to Beyonce. But one thing, Sean Paul did say is that, all in all, that song stayed on the Billboard's 100 for 9 weeks, and he said that was so good for dance hall music. And I'm glad he did say that, because that was the facts. Early 2000 dance hall music, oh my God, if you go to an after hours back then, it was all dance hall music. It was all that, just let me just move these bones. Let me just move this body. Let me just get into the rhythm. Let me just get into it. Let me shake it. Let me do whatever. You didn't even have to be on beat back then. And I'm telling you, the clubs, and then the DJ would mix them songs up and down. You'd be like, woo. But in any event, at least he said that. But he was also supposed to perform with Beyonce plenty of times, and he was kicked out of them performances. And you already know Jay-Z will do it. It's not even no ands, ifs, buts, or nothing about it. But in any event, on the other side of things, it seems like when it comes to this bill that Jay-Z, Killer Mike, and more, that they are trying to pass in New York Senate, has passed the Senate bill S7527, known as the Rap on Trial law. So basically, they want to stop rappers from getting indicted and locked up and getting RICO acts with their music and all their orders being locked up too, like YSL, FYN Lucci, ARAB. You have, what's his name? Casanova, is that Max B? Who else? You got a whole bunch of rappers that locked up off their lyrics, and even Bobby Smurda, he did them years because of his lyrics or whatever. They just tied them into a case, and boom, bada bean, and that was the situation. So Jay-Z's a part of this, but in any event, it still has to pass. It has not passed all the way because it still has to go through the New York Assembly to become a law. Senate bill S7527 have to pass the New York State Assembly to become a law. So we shall see if that situation's going to happen. So, he's not in his jealousy days anymore. Seems like he's transparent out here in these streets. Let's talk about Miss Teyana Taylor. Teyana Taylor is doing a damn thing. She done won the Max singer out here in this situation, the second black woman to win. Candy Burr is the first, and then her husband Iman Shumpert done one Dancing with the Stars. So they are out here doing their thing. Go ahead, Teyana. I remember on her Sweet 16 on MTV, and look what she turned out to be, and look what she been doing. Now I can't wait to hear her album. But if you guys think that she was wrong when she complained about Kanye West, y'all are absolutely crazy. Because if you search in YouTube, Kanye West works on Teyana Taylor's album, you see how it was so fraudulent. He was Mr. Kanye West was so fraudulent with Teyana Taylor when he was working on her album. Somebody documented the whole process, of Teyana Taylor's album that she worked on with Kanye West. Kanye West had people in the room. He had the fan on. He had the AC on. He was talking, writing, and he was having her sing over all these noises, and he was just acting nonchalant. He was talking about himself. He wasn't even focusing on Teyana Taylor. Teyana came out for a little while and said, I hate that Kanye West worked on my album, blah, blah, blah. And then she, took that back because it's basically, career is hurting your career doing that, point blank, period. But it's actually on YouTube. If I can find the name of the video again, I will put it in the description box and you guys can come and check. But yes, he did her a disservice, and that's the same time that Kanye West did Nas's album, and that came out to be bad. So Kanye West be out here playing games with people's careers, okay? Kanye West be out here playing these games. But in any event, moving on from that situation, did you guys hear about Mr. Pete Davidson? Pete is going to be quitting, Saturday Night Live. Like he is, he's been there for 7 or 8 years. He started working there when he was 20. He left Wildin' Out and went to write for Saturday Night Live. And any event, he just recently had a stand-up with Netflix, and it sucked. It was garbage. I was like, OMG. I even tried to watch it to see if it was funny or whatever, but it was just terrible. His was terrible. And Marlon Wayans, his comedy special was bad too. And I don't even want to say that about Marlon Wayans, but I watched both of these comedy specials back to back, and I was highly disappointed and highly mad that I wasted my time, because I thought that I was going to get some material from it to, either say this or that, but it was horrendous. So it seems like when it comes to Mr. Pete, he's going to be out here doing what? He's going to be shooting Miss Kim Kardashian's show. He's going to get a job on Hulu. Is he going to be her personal boyfriend servant on the show? He's going to bring the comedy. He's going to bring the jokes. He's going to bring the laughter to the show. Okay, so I guess he's going to be in the mix more, or he needs to have more time dedicated to Kim. I don't know. Maybe he got a new gig. Maybe she got him a new job. But in any event, he is leaving Saturday Night Live, and he wouldn't be leaving if he wasn't dating Kim. So he's putting all his eggs in one basket, and his parents don't even like Kim. So hopefully they don't want him to have kids with her. They damn sure don't want Pete to marry Kim. That's a shame, because they can see what we can't see. Well, some people can't see. So that's a whole key situation. So is he gonna try to dress Kim? Like, what's going on? He's gonna be her personal. But in any event, moving on from that situation, let's get down to this. Let's get down to Miss Sidora and her situation with Sheree. And then we're going to get out here and talk about Ralph and Mr. Tucker talking spicy out here in these streets. But in any event, what I want to bring this up, when it comes to Drew and Sidora, we already talked about this. They've been throwing shots at each other. Sheree's been saying that Drew Sidora make up storylines, like she's selling herself cheap. She ain't get enough money, and she's lucky that she got a peach. She got a rotten peach. She got a pity peach. She got all this kind of stuff going on. Like, she's talking reckless. Like, Sheree's talking hella reckless. Excuse me, guys. I had to get some of that water. So in any event, and then, when it comes to Drew, she's been talking reckless too, talking about Sheree. Ain't no she by Sheree. Where's the fashions? Also talking about, she don't got that much screen time. She got more screen time than her, and basically just, talking all types of mess. But one thing is for sure, Sheree Man just got out of federal prison. I don't even know why she would even respond to Drew, and Drew is out here talking about, Sheree, got a PPP loan for her peach. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about fraudulent activities. We got Sheree talking about, if the feds are looking into anything, then it would be your husband financial activities. What does he do again? I heard about that too. So in any event, like, I don't know if Drew started this with Sheree. She said, hold up, girl, don't your peach have a PP on it? The feds are coming. I was like, if any of y'all involved any Fed activity in Atlanta to even be playing around like this with all these indictments, they got Gunner, they got them all locked up, and Gunner got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? And so, you got a whole lot going on with that situation. And Atlanta PD and Atlanta feds are definitely watching. You know what I mean? And Young Thug can't get out. Gunna can't get out. He's been writing hits and making hits. And y'all are sitting here playing with the feds. And Sheree, you just got a boyfriend that's just out the feds and shooting a TV show calling Love in the Feds. And the police was at your house almost a year ago outside. And like, what is going on in this situation? And then when it comes to Drew, if your husband's doing anything that he ain't counting on his taxes, why are you talking about it? Why are you even bringing it up? Why are you even talking about PPP loans, assuming any type of fraud? Just like you shouldn't have brought up, the situation with Anthony about Sheree, because now she's coming at you with these allegations about your husband being a part of the LGBTQIA. So in any event, we shall see who the feds gonna get out of Sheree and Drew Sidora, who's out here scamming and running scams while they sitting here on TV perpetrating everything is okay. And they got these big Lundy do furniture down design houses, and they got PP loans and frauds police. Like, y'all are crazy. Atlanta's indicting, okay? So in any event, we have Ralph responding to the situation, and I don't know the name of the show or whatever the show was, but they was recently doing an interview. I don't know if it's their podcast, but she was a beautiful Black woman, and the way Ralph was looking, he liked him some. So let's check this out. Let me add this to the screen.
It was thrown out there that you were gay, and that had to hurt. What I mean.
Like Todd just said, people will say anything. It's like, hey, everybody needs a storyline. Everybody needs something to say. And I don't know. It's like, all right, which one? So it's like I got all of these different things. I'm cheating. I'm doing this. Now I'm gay.
And that's like the only way. It's like, I can't get you. I can't make you mad.
You think they're picking?
Oh, he's gay.
So they brought up.
Next they're going to tell me I'm a lesbian.
Well, let me see. So they brought up Portia's baby daddy, Dennis. And kind of like hinting like you two got a thing going on.
Wait, I missed that part. What part was that?
Well, do you remember that? Did you see that?
When it was 17?
Yes.
I know they pulled up a picture. She said it was in his phone, but it was talking about the assistant being messy, you know what I'm saying? So trying to say, hey, you know what, that's Dennis and that's Drew's baby daddy, But actually, the picture, we had a club partying, So, I don't know.
What is he saying about that? Did you talk to him about it?
About what?
This whole situation. Them trying to say, it's a thing.
It's just like, but I don't know what to say about it, because it's like, what is it? It's nothing, So I don't know what to say about it. It's one of those kind of things, like I said a second ago, people will say anything.
Yeah, stop that shit. Stop saying anything.
Cut that shit out.
That's Todd.
Like, stop making shit up. Like, my thing is, how does this, if y'all want to do your shit, have your receipts, it's like, that's cool, but for the women just making stuff up, it's just like, come on, man. Like, and the thing is, the guys can't even say anything back. Like, if I came back and was like, yeah, bitch, cause you do.
Like, oh, he's the girl's business.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
I do think it's unfair that men can't have bonding moments or spend time without being associated as being gay. I think that's
Okay, so you heard that situation. So it seems like Todd is feeling a certain type of way. He said these women lying, these women lying. So is Todd calling Sheree a liar? Should they be saying Anthony's a liar? So he's saying that the girls are making up things because they can't hurt you. And he said, once you stop lying, we can't come and do this to you. So Todd may be frustrated. He may be frustrated that he can't get into the mix and he can't do, he can't do what he want to do in the situation because people spreading rumors or whatever. So is he calling Sheree a liar? So he said, why are you making up stuff? Why are you lying? And then you have Mr. Ralph talking about, how am I supposed to address that? It's a lie. They're gonna say I'm a lesbian now. I was like, oh God, he's so stupid. I can't stand him. He's so stupid, but he's funny at the same time because he has this confidence that is so good, but it's just like the wrong confidence when he's talking, when he speaks. They be acting like they never have conversations with people, like they be locked up in the house. Like, Ralph, are you locked up in the house? Are you locked up in the closet watching your family on camera? Because you're so crazy. He didn't really want to address the rumors. He said it ain't true. It's like, Lord. But Sheree and what's her name? Sheree and Drew need to stop with these Fed situation before the Feds really come down on their ass and start watching. You know what I mean? Because Atlanta, they're not playing out there, Sheree and Drew. Y'all better stop posting these Fed posts on Twitter. Leave it up there about, and Sheree, your man just got out the Feds. Like, come on. And Drew, we still don't know what your man doing. Like, y'all be wilding out here in these streets just to get a read, just to get, a clap back. Y'all might be setting yourself up for jail. The Atlanta police is looking at your tweets, okay? You better fall back. That's what yeah, he does. He wants some quality time, Miss T. Definitely, that's for sure, for sure. Hey, Hickerson, how you doing? Hey, Mary. But Ralph is too funny though. Ralph is funny. But in any event, that's the situation. So he's saying he ain't gay, and he's saying the rumors is lies. They just making up shit. Sheree said that Drew be making up storylines, and she was making up storylines before. But we hear Todd talking saying that you was a lie. He said you was a lie. You just making up ish. And we got Ralph out here saying that it ain't true. They're just making up stuff. Okay. So we shall see. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. I was like, okay, that's how it gonna be. Let's get down to Miss Bambi. Let's talk about Basketball Wife. She recently did an interview, and who did she do an interview with? She recently did an interview with this dude right here. And so she did an interview with him, and basically, she talked about Basketball Wives, and she's feeling a certain type of way. She want to jump in, and she wants to help Malaysia out here in these situations. And she said she gonna choose Malaysia all the time. That's her girl. And she said it's hard for her to watch that Malaysia, basically is getting treated bad. She doesn't like the situation going on, point blank period. I was like, okay, girl. Okay. She don't like Brandi coming for her. She said when she met Brandi. So let's get down to this situation. Let's talk about this. So in any event, Bambi came out and she was feeling a certain type of way. She's not feeling Brandi's energy. She was like, basically Brandi got to turn up because the ratings and everything over there at Basketball Wives is trash, y'all. She said it's trash. And so they hired, on Brandi to come through, because since when Brandi is friends with Shawnee didn't want nothing to do with you. Shawnee said that you were dismissed and never talked about you again. And then Evelyn and Shawnee ignored you, didn't even have a conversation with you. All of a sudden, they need you to bring the ratings back. They hoping that you can do it. Come from Malaysia. They threw Malaysia out there on the bus, baby. So let's check this out.
Kind of come from Malaysia right now because, Malaysia is like in a space where, she didn't really, she just kind of wanted to deal with her own issues she having going on and not really get into all that other shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
I
it's just
mean,
like not enough time for her. And then I feel like Brandy is just kind of pressing the issue a little bit.
so you think Brandy's just like shit stirring, pretty much?
Brandy is just
So basically, she's saying Brandi just doing anything for $1, y'all. Let's check this part out.
If you ever interacted with Brandy, like, do you ever meet her personally, or?
yeah, of course. I mean, I've met her being with Malaysia a few times, and I feel like she was very much, like a nice lady and everything. But right now, seeing them and their friendship, like, do whatever it's doing, it's really hard for me to watch. Like, it
Because she wants to be in the middle of that situation. Here we
really
go.
is hard. Because I did like Brandy. When
Yeah.
her and Malaysia were friends, when they were cool, I liked her. But Malaysia's my friend, don't get it twisted. So, like if she don't like somebody, then I'm just that kind of friend. I don't like you either.
Why do you think Brandy is starting with? Like, what do you think the issue is?
Because look at Basketball Wives. They need to pick that shit up. That shit was fucking boring. Like they need to get it cracking. And she's
Yeah.
getting it cracking by picking on Malaysia.
So it's just to kind of make a storyline. You think?
Probably because where you been, Brandy? She was gone. You know what I'm saying? She was gone. All them other ladies was gone. They were like,
I can't with you, baby. Baby said, where them other ladies been? All them other ladies were gone. They been gone. I can't. She said they were gone. I was like, Lord have mercy. She said, what? I didn't know Brandi was even gonna make an appearance back on this show, Lord, until we got the word, a year ago or whatever. And so Brandi's back and she's the same. She hasn't changed. She's back, overbearing and crying. And then we got Duffy, she's back. She's playing a role quietly. So she's talking about they were gone. She's talking about Brandi, she's talking about Duffy, she's talking about what's her name? Um Angel Brinks, because Angel Brinks was gone. She's talking about Angel Brinks. Yeah, Bambi came out here dissing. She came out here talking shit to y'all for real, for real. And then she said Brooke was gone too. She said, yeah, they have been gone for so long. And she said, why they bring them all back? Emergency saved the show. I'm like, Bambi is a trip. I was like, Lord have mercy. I know Bambi did. She just had, hey, Miracle, she just had a little bit jump ship when Evelyn and Shawnee and Tammy came and iced out Brandi. It looks like who had hugged but never liked her either. Brandi, Jordan, come on, you went there. I never liked her either. Brandi just always used to just cry so much. I used to be like, oh, here she go. She cried more than Candy. And it's just like you have to like pat her on the back. You have to bring her an ice pack, put it on her head. You got to put a heating pad on her back, cover the blanket up. You got to make sure the tea is warm, turn the music down, put it on her favorite station, make sure that you got the right temperature in the room, and then you can finally get somewhere with her. But at the same time, Malaysia did, kind of like Malaysia wanted her to fight her own battles, and Malaysia was running up trying to fight battles for Brandi at one point. Then she was just like, I gotta get paid, especially if she ain't getting child support, y'all. Especially if she ain't getting child support, y'all. Brandi being fake because she knows that Shawnee need them on the show. They came right through. I hope they got that back. What's up, Cat Box? These women are 40 and older. Lord, relax and show some class. Lord, have mercy. Brandi, she said Brandi being fake because she knows that Shawnee then ran him off the show. She did. They were, Brandi's all hugging Shawnee. Like, oh, it's like they are so low down. I know Shawnee and Evelyn somewhere back laughing. I know that they laughing together. These girls gonna do what it do. Set the mood. Yeah, you gotta set the mood. Yes, Miss T. You gotta set the mood with Brandi to get anywhere with her, Lord. Cause she's already ready to go on 1,000 in a second. But she's a sweet person. Brandi's not a bad person. Brandi's a person that you will want to have as your friend. But to film with, like, when you have to be diplomatic, you got to move this way and that way, Brandi is not going to be the one, if she's not the one in the seat. But Malaysia kind of was like, she stuck out her neck a little bit and then she just put her neck back in. Just the same thing that Malaysia did to OG. That's crazy if she's not getting child support. She's not getting child support or nothing. He takes the kids in the summertime. I don't know if he pays for their tuition or anything, but she said she getting nothing. Jackie said, you better bring his ass to court. Jackie said, take his ass to court, Malaysia. So I don't know what's going on with that situation. And she's like breaking down because he's trifling. He's trifling, but she chose, to get rid of him, and Brandi stayed with her man with his 125, relationships. So it is what it is. I don't even know. Should be this one. So in any event, yes, that's the situation. I don't think she's still with Jamal. I think she ran away from that. Hey, what's up, Ralph? You're in the building. What's going on? So yes, that's everything. We talked about Flavor having a new child, Sean Paul, Bobby Brown being taken advantage of as a child, Sidora. Oh, we got to get into Doja Cat. Doja Cat is the last person that we need to talk about. We done talked about it all. We done talked about all the babies recently born. Like, OMG. So we had 3. Okay. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? This show should be, yes. Ain't none of these ladies married on the show. Yeah, it's one of them situations. Oh, and we talked about Pete leaving Saturday Night Live. I guess he's gonna be Kim's personal assistant. And so we shall see how that situation is going to pan out and what he's going to be up to. So let's talk about Miss Doja Cat. So she recently had to have surgery on her tonsils, y'all. So when she accepted this award at the Billboard Music Awards, baby, and she won in the R&B section when she shouldn't have not won, but she won anyway. That should have been none other than, Summer Walker, because I was telling you about Summer Walker. I listened to her latest album and I was like, oh my God, it was on point. I was like, oh, she got the skills. Oh no, she didn't win. This girl don't even sing R&B, Doja Cat, and she won. But in any event, them awards ain't never fair. That's why I stopped watching them. They give awards to whoever they want to give it to. But in any event, Doja Cat undergoes tonsil surgery to remove an accent, and she's quitting vaping as well. So in any event, when she showed up to the award show, she was supposed to be taking her penicillin. She was supposed to be taking her antibiotics. She was supposed to be taking that, and she wasn't taking that. Instead, she was drinking that liquor, and she was up there on, vaping and everything. And basically, it done caused her throat to all mess up, and she got all types of bumps and things that need to be cut and squeezed and taken out. Like, oh my goodness. Like, she was all so she says she ain't vaping right now, and she's canceling, her festival. She's canceling this. She's canceling the weekend tour as well. She said she feels horrible. She said next time she gonna take her antibiotics and leave the vaping alone. If you singing and you vaping, like, that's crazy. Because, like, have you guys seen them commercials about vaping? Have you seen them commercials about vaping that be coming on your TV station, and they be telling you, oh, if you vape, you may have this in your throat, you may have metal and shit in your throat, allegedly. So in any event, Doja Cat is out here. She's supposed to be a singer. She's supposed to be out here singing, girl. The last thing you need to be doing is inhaling anything from a vape like that. And especially, like, you got to be careful, because your voice is your Montag. And vaping, and then on top of that, you're going to have sores and shit in your mouth, and you ain't going to take your antibiotics. So that means that your little nasty asses are running around the Billboard Awards, coughing, sneezing, drinking, sharing drinks, smiling, taking pictures when you got an infectious throat going on. This is what I'm saying. People just nasty. Just nasty, just out here just doing nasty-ish in these streets. And you're supposed to this is why you can't be messing around with everybody and being cool with everybody, having everybody up in your face, because they be having all types of contagious smelling, all types of body issues, and be all up in your face like it's all good. Like, hey, what's up? It's so good to see you. You be thinking that, oh, they healthy, they got money, they clean, they go to the doctor. Nope, not the case. Okay. Not the case. At any event, now she got to cancel her shows and things of that nature, because she wanted to be Miss Busybody out here drinking and vaping and acting like a whole fool out here in these streets. But in any event, it is what it is. Point blank, period. So nasty. I mean, just nasty. What did Catbox say? So basically, that's it. We covered everything. We covered all the babies, from Rihanna to Teyana to Shay Johnson to Flav and his new baby at 63 years old. Like, Lord have mercy. We discussed Bobby Brown and him being tragically touched, as a little boy by a priest, allegedly. And, him having cold feet on his wedding night, baby. And also Bobby Brown calling out Mr. Andy Cohen and basically saying that they didn't really get along and the money wasn't right. So you got Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter saying that he don't like Andy either. So I guess it's a trend among the guys that go to the school of hard knocks not to like Andy Cohen. We talked about the scandal between Sean Paul and Beyonce and Jay-Z, stopping bags and hating. Lord have mercy. A whole lot going on out here in these streets. We got Sidora and Sheree snitching on each other, waiting for the feds to come. Doja Cat and her throat issues. Bambi jumping on a bandwagon and coming after Brandi. Lord have mercy. We got Todd Talker and Ralph basically calling out Sheree as a liar, and they tired of these ladies coming up with these nasty, false, fake rumors. Okay, so that's what's going on. If anybody want to call in, the phone lines are open. If you want to jump on the StreamYard, let me know. I'm gonna drop the phone number. Phone number's on the screen if you guys want to. Oh, Ralph. Bobby Brown worked with Andy, being Bobby Brown with Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina, and that was the highest rated show on Bravo Network, and it still today is the highest rated show on the network. And they asked him on the Breakfast Club, why didn't another season come through? And he said it could have been arguing, it could have been filming time, it could have been not getting along with Andy, it could have been not getting paid, it could have been the money wasn't right and things of that nature. And then plus Whitney was having some issues with filming for season 2. I did hear some rumors that they could barely find Whitney Houston or Bobby Brown because they was MIA. They couldn't catch up to him. But being Bobby Brown was, the best, one of the best reality TV shows that ever hit the network with an A-lister on there. You know what I mean? Jay said, back off the honey. Miss T. When reality was real. Yes, Miss T. Facts. Andy has been eating from the black folks for a long time. You know he has. So, a whole lot going on in that situation. Would you say, Jordan? I gotta call in and speak my mind one of these days. Yeah, call in and speak your mind one of these days, girl. But in any event, that's the situation, and I don't know what's going on with Bobby Brown, but like I said, they got all these interviews set up. They got this biography that's gonna be on A&E, and they got him out here working, boy. They got him everywhere. He's out of breath. He's taking the two-step. He's trying to do it. He's conjuring up all these emotions. I hope it's just gonna be good for Bobby Brown to do this. I hope it doesn't have the effect when people started watching and commenting on it that is going to do something to his mental, because I know he's doing it to feed his family and his kids, and plus his wife is like, Alicia's like, it's time to get out here in these streets, y'all. Bobby Brown said he's been off of drugs for 20 years. Okay, I don't believe. I'll give him 5. I'll give Bobby Brown 5. I'll give him 5, not 20 years. But he recently said he's been clean for 20 years. But you know what? Go ahead, Bobby, do your thing. So in any event, that's basically it. And I will see you guys soon. You guys have a blessed night. Got to go out here and check out, see what's going on Love and Marriage Huntville. What's going on in that situation? It seems like, the rumors are out here that Tisha husband has been popped. Marceau has been popped already, and they won't air it on the show because, there's been threatened to sue if the information get out that Marceau is out here cheating. Lord have mercy. And so we shall see how this situation is going to pan out. And then, it's the second episode of the Monique Love and Marriage DC. So we shall talk about that soon, y'all. But it's hot. Hey, Monique. Yeah, I'm going to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm going to come back and talk about that. I'm not going to do both. DC, the first episode was slow, basically introducing us to the characters and things of that nature. And they're having some problems in their marriage. So second episode should be popping. So, probably do DC Sunday and then do Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. It all depends. We'll see which show is more entertaining. So I shall see you guys soon. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Peace and love. Peace and love. My peeps, my peoples, we's in the building. What's up, Monique? How you doing? What's up? What's up, everybody? And thank you guys for coming. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Much love and peace and blessings to all my peeps and my people. And we did talk about some important news with a young, African-American young boy being victimized at school by bullies because of the color of his skin. So we did talk about that. That was really a sad situation because we talked about the births in this world, but we got to protect these children in this world. We got to protect the kids. We got to protect the kids for real, for real. We talked about Master P being single. So good night, y'all. Much love.